Greetings and welcome everybody to the Jane Live Miracle Medicine on a Thursday, where we discuss leading edge medical breakthroughs. We share with you our practical experiences with the clients at the 365 Healthy by Choice Center in Bryanston. And this evening we've got a fantastic topic. We're looking at the magnificent castor oil. And I'm sure you've all read about it and know a little bit about it yourselves, but we can never really stop learning and sharing regarding this ancient oil, which is comes from pressing the seeds of the castor oil bush. I'm going to show you some pictures about what that looks like, and you've probably walked past it several times not knowing even what it is. And I'm going to be sharing with you this evening on the many uses, the outstanding benefits, and how we use it in our practice. And I've got a whole host of different castor oil packs to share with you and show you how to use it, and then you'll be able to basically carry on yourself and on others. And it really is amazing. It's like a dissolver, it's a solvent. It softens hard nodules wherever they might be on the body, and purifies the blood and the lymphatic system of the body. And really, I don't think any household kitchen should be without it. And I use that word advisedly because it's not really a medicine, although it is a nutritional medicine. It's not something that we see as medicine. And so none of these claims are medical claims. We are sharing with you our practical experience, evidence-based medicine. And without further ado, I'm going to be starting. So what I'd like you to do is take your notepads out, make some notes, and if you've got any questions, put them on the chat, and I will gladly answer them. And yes, we are really amazed at the beautiful experiences and results that we're getting across the board. So I've got a presentation to share with you, which I'm just going to bring in, and entitled The Magnificent Castor Oil. And you can see it's a beautiful yellow color. So don't let anybody convince you otherwise. Castor oil must be raw and organic. It must be yellow. If it's white, of course, it's BP pharmaceutical grade, and then it's been heated, treated, and basically devoid of the natural intelligence of the oil, which comes from nature. And then when it's introduced to the body does not recognize it as naturally as it would a pure organic castor oil. It's cold pressed. So just be very aware that there's oils and oils out there, and obviously the natural one in its natural state will be the one with the most intensive activity. So it's a body purifier and cleanser, re-educating your body to operate and function more effectively. So that's really what it does. It's provoking a response. It's getting the body activated to, hey, come in here, bring the blood system, bring the oxygen, clear away the wastes. And that would be on all areas of the body. Right, and so here is what the plant looks like. And I really do think that many of us have walked past the plant, not knowing what it is. It's got a very big, very distinctive leaf that looks like fingers, and then a beautiful red flower. And prior to the after the flower, you get a green capsule, which I'll show you now, which holds the seeds. So it's not a bean, it's a seed. And over here we're looking at the 365 Healthy by Choice castor oil, which is pure, 100%. It's yellow, it's raw, it's cold pressed, it's organic, all comes with a certificate of analysis, and it's hexane free. So we often get questions and queries. People call us, is it hexane free? Yes, it is. And that's a substance that's in the seed that once we've pressed it, it doesn't come out when you press the oil. So we are perfectly safe regarding that. Here are the green pods with the seeds inside. It's ancient. The Egyptians used it. I made a note here. They used to use it to heat their lamps, and they definitely used it as a natural eye remedy, and just to stimulate general body functioning, in particular the gastrointestinal tract. So here are some outstanding uses of castor oil, and we're just going to go through some of these because on a medical level we want to just know that from a pain and inflammation point of view, an arthritis remedy, to rub it in for 30 to 60 days. And you can use one of our packs, which I'm going to show you just now how to use the packs. So natural remedy for arthritis, pain, inflammation, and rub it in and soothe it. You can always use one of the packs, and you could always use a warm hot water bottle. Getting rid of stretch marks. We do have cases where people have done this, and scarring and liver spots. They come out. It's a deep facial cleanser. So at 365 Healthy by Choice, we have a Rejuvenate Gold day cleanser and a night cleanser. And both of these are castor oil based. It is absolutely beautiful. To clean your face with this is another experience because you apply it to your face, and you can use a cotton swab as well. And within seconds, you start feeling this absolute zing over your face. And it starts reconnecting the cellular structure and gets the cells communicating. It soaks very deep into the pores because it's not heated. In its natural state, the body recognizes it. And then as you take a clean cotton wool swab, the dirt comes off straight away. So absolutely magnificent with that. And we would use our rejuvenating gold mist. Spray mist after that is the toner, and then we would use our Almost Gold rejuvenating balm. So that's our face cleansing aspect. At nighttime, we've got a night cleanser, which we would use as well. So just to know, we've been using this for many, many years already, and there's more information on the 365 Healthy by Choice website. So also for treating acne scars, eliminating fine lines and wrinkles. It does purify the skin by getting the communication happening. Hair growth, that's an interesting one. And I would love your feedback on that. Obviously, you're stimulating the hair when you're putting it on stimulating the scalp and the hair pores and so on. So that can also bring oxygen to the area, but whatever it does increase the growth. And it's wonderful on the hair. We'll talk about that a little bit later. So for constipation, this is an interesting one, and one must be a little bit careful. We're talking about the oral use of castor oil. So we sell it 100 ml bottle, and in here is enough for 6 tablespoons. So what you would do is take 2 tablespoons on night 1 just before getting into bed, 2 tablespoons on night 2, and 2 tablespoons on night 3. However, if you know that you've got chronic constipation, it's far better to go onto move towards a raw diet over a period of about 6 to 8 days. And really give the bowels a rest and really get the bowel moving first. You could even use our 365 Healthy by Choice gut cleanse and break away the deposits in the gastrointestinal tract, and then come in with the oil. If you do use the oil and you don't clear the gut, you've got a very deep blockage. And then you should give me a call, because we would need to clean that out with some of the cell vitality, the microbiome reset, DMSO, Almost Gold, and get it clear. And then you could come in and use the castor oil treatment. I've done it myself before. You just make sure that you've got a piece of orange or a piece of apple handy, because after you've swallowed 2 tablespoons of castor oil, it's not the most pleasant. So it's nice just to suck on a piece of orange or a piece of apple, just as it digests. But it works amazingly. At about 4 in the morning, you will get up to eliminate, and it really brings parasites out and a lot of the junk. So the debris and the plaque in the body. Wouldn't do this continuously. This is a 3-day treatment. So fantastic for that. Improving the immune function, because it's removing toxicity. And the minute you remove toxicity, the immune system comes in underneath and improves. For treating things like ringworm, you would put it onto the skin and you would apply it several times a day, and that will then form a type of a occlusive skin over your skin, and then the fungus has a lot of difficulty in growing. So we would use that together with our 365 Healthy by Choice Cell Oxygen Vitality Wound Spray. So we would alternate those two. And we would put some of our DMSO, dimethyl sulfoxide, which is plant tree sap, in with the castor oil. That'll drive the castor oil even further. So we've got a lot of ways of potentiating things further. And then I've talked about scarring for cracked heels. The same thing. You could first of all exfoliate the heel with a gentle a scrub or a bar or something like that, and then you would then apply the castor oil. I would put a sock on, or you could adapt one of our special castor oil packs, and then sleep with it like that. So the smallest pack we have is our throat pack, and I'm just going to open it for us. Where's the opening here? And to show you what I mean. So every one of our packs has got an example of all the various packs we have, and then here is this is our throat pack. All right, but this could very easily go around the heel, because the heel would come in the center of this, and then it would go around the foot, and then we have a beautiful, beautiful tie over here, which is going to, you would pull it like that with your heel or your foot in the middle. All right, and that will hold it securely in place for the whole night. So then you could repeat that a couple of nights, and you would watch the skin soften right in front of you. So these, although it's called a throat pack, you could use it. Lots of versatile. You could put it around the knee, around the wrist. There's a bursitis or something. And as I've said, also around the heel and around the foot. So I love this one because of the ability, as I say, to pull it and get it nice and tight wherever you want it. So this is a great one. And then the care of these little patches, they're made from 100% organic combed cotton, and the plastic is in between, in the middle on either side. And then that stops leaking and messing your clothing or leaking into the bed or anywhere like that. So it's got a piece of plastic in the middle which doesn't touch you. Okay, so these are great, and as I said, they're very versatile and can be used for lots of things. So we do have lots of success with cracked heels, as you can imagine. And I'm not going to speak about inducing labor, but it has been used for that. So obviously, if you're pregnant, I wouldn't be using castor oil. Relieving sunburn, of course, it takes the sting away because of its pain and anti-inflammatory effects. Thicker eyebrows, again, try it for yourself, that kind of thing. And lengthening the eyelashes as well. So people have shown that. And one thing it does do, though, it improves the texture of the skin, the hair, the strength of the hair, the flexibility of the hair, and it becomes less brittle. So it's lovely for an overnight treatment where you would go to sleep with it. You could even use one of these castor oil packs of ours and put it around your head. There's no mess on the pillow. And then in the morning, you wash your hair and you just see it's incredible. You don't need a conditioner that day. It's really beautiful, but it's visibly beautiful. So, and that would be for any kind of hair. And then removing molds and skin tags. Yes, so you will just keep applying it. Eventually, they will fall off, and just like the liver spots, they just fade. And that we've got lots of experience and case studies on that. And then lovely to put on the cuticles, because it's slightly thick and tacky. It will remain there the whole night or the day or whatever, and really, really rejuvenates the cuticles and the skin, and encourages obviously growth of the nails, because you would be activating and stimulating the oxygenized blood to the area. And the minute you do your massaging and this kind of thing and encourage that, you will get nail growth. Then let's see what else we have here. Some more wonderful uses, and there you see our lovely yellow castor oil again. And this is where we have used it. Shrinking of uterine fibroids and cysts, and removing symptoms of PCOS. So here you would use one of our abdomen, just seeing where the end is. Oh, here. Packs, or our liver pack. And here again, this could go right across the front of your body. And then there's some beautiful ties. So you would tie it at the back. And then you could pour your castor oil over the pack, and then put it around your we do have a pelvic one, put it around the pelvis, and then I would always bring in the warm hot water bottle or one of your Snuggies or something, and the gentle warmth also helps the castor oil penetrate. I would not add DMSO to the castor oil with one of these packs for the simple reason that DMSO likes to breathe. And by trapping it in, you can irritate the skin. But if you're not using a pack and you're using a Dead Safe or an arthritic knee or something, you could easily add a drop or two of DMSO to your hand with the castor oil in it and apply it over the skin, so long as it's breathing, so long as it's not covered. Okay, that's very important. So we do have cases where we've potentiated the effect of removal of fibroids, endometriosis, the cysts, PCOS, and so on, using a castor oil pack topically as well. We've also had good results here where we soak the tampon into castor oil, and then we would insert it for 10 minutes. That's it, and pull it out. Okay, so that's also very useful, and it's much, much closer. It dissolves into the mucosa, the vagina lining, and uterus lining, and straight into close proximity to where it needs to be. So that's great. We've got other douches and things we use too, but this would be the castor oil one. And we've talked about the constipation, but improving the digestive system, and that's because of the clearing out mainly. Now, one of the very common uses is to use the pack for the liver. So you would put it on the liver area back and front, and you can tie it on the side. So this is just absolutely great because one size fits all, and you would tie it on the side, and then you have it let me just try and get this close. Sorry. Oh, there we go. You would get it. You would tie it around yourself. Okay, but remember, you've poured the oil on the inside. So you would pour the oil here, then put it on your body and tie it, and then you would take the hot water bottle, and then you would sleep like that, or spend the afternoon like that. Okay, and I would recommend you do that every day for 30 to 60 days. We've used it very successfully for the liver. It's called a poultice when we use it for the liver. And so we've really had fantastic results, especially with degeneration as well. You do get improvement in pain and inflammation. And then lymphatic drainage too. So it's got a wonderful effect on the lymph and the liver. And, nobody wants lymphatic buildup. So that would be under the arm here. And there again, we do have a back castor oil pack. And we also have ones that you can use for different sizes for different spaces. So lymphatic buildup would be here. So then we've got two sizes in the neck, a small and a large. And then I would use one of our backpacks if the lymphatic drainage is in the arm area, under the arms. If it's in the groin area, you would use any one of our packs, and you could just tie it around one of the legs. But you would tie it on the outside of the leg because the pad would run on the inside of the leg. So the lymphatic buildup is groin, under the arm, and in the neck area here mostly. If you then wanted to take a bottle with you to go and get a massage, they could quite easily add the castor oil to their massage oil, and you would have a wonderful massage there, and that castor oil would penetrate into the rest of the lymphatic system. So that's a great way of using it too. And we talked inflammation, headaches, and migraines. So absolutely wonderful. Here again, you could use the little one, and you could put it around your head. Let me just get it perfect here. Yeah. You could actually, again, just pull it a bit, put it around your head, wherever the headache is. Pull it nice and tight, and then you've got this wonderful castor oil wherever if it's temporal lobe or parietal lobe, wherever it might be. All right. Similarly, you could sleep at night with a castor oil pad over if it was an eye problem, and then you would put some of the castor oil on the inside of the pad here that would then also go into the eyes. Here, I would use our castor oil eye drops as well. So we've got two here. One of them is pure castor oil only, and one is pure castor oil with a few drops of DMSO. So the pure castor oil is lovely to sleep with. It's very sticky. And the castor oil with a few drops of DMSO is fantastic also to use, also for sleep, but also for during the day, because the few drops of DMSO just make it that little bit more runny, not so sticky and tacky. And this is great for after a long session on the computer or your cell phone, the screen time, when those eyes feel scratchy and sore, and you need to refresh them. So this is wonderful, wonderful eye drops. The DMSO is so slight, it's almost not noticeable, but it makes a difference to the texture of the castor oil. And it will also carry the castor oil a bit deeper. So yeah, very nice. This one during the day. And if you're going to use a pad, I would use the plain castor oil. So I don't like to trap DMSO, and it likes to breathe. So we've got the two options here. Option with the eyes, which is fabulous. And you see, we can really use this in many, many, many ways. Shrinking of cysts in the breast tissue. So there again, you could use any one of our patches. Our packs. This is a slightly bigger one, which is great. And so this one could be used, over one of the breasts or whatever. We've also got a back one that can be used over, and then you could then repeat it as well. So we've got a wonderful thing to reduce cysts in the breasts, detoxifying the liver. We said shrinking of thyroid cysts and nodules, and here again you would use the throat one. Painful menstrual cramps, you would use the abdominal one there, and also regulating the cycle. So it really is a wonderful, wonderful detoxifier. Let me just go back to the slides. There we go. Great. So now we're wanting just to have a look at some of the benefits as well. And there is our large 500 ml bottle, which is this size. And I would recommend this one if you're going to be looking at a treatment, because obviously you don't want to run out. We've also got a 200 ml and 100 ml. So what haven't we talked about here? Well, again, toenail fungus. There again, you would put it on at nighttime. You could easily use this pack and pull it tight over the foot, over there, and then you would have the castor oil impregnating the inside of we call it the throat one. So, but you can see what size you want to get. All right. So they're available in store at Bryanston, at the Willita pharmacies, and the Jackson Health Foods. Those great. And then you're there again for that fungus. If it's systemic, you would need 60 days most likely. And you will find that the nail softens and it cleans, and it really does start repairing. I would never do a topical without doing something oral, because it's just so much more powerful if you do that. But I wouldn't drink this as I said, in any long term orally. I just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it more than 3 days with our little 100 ml bottles. Not necessary. And then mouth sores. You see, the good thing about the castor oil is that it forms a layer, a barrier, and that's what it does with the skin too. It's occlusive, so it's got fantastic moisturizing abilities. And this day cleanser in itself, you don't even need a moisturizer after this. You can even use it twice. So you can use it to clean, and then you can put another layer on, and that could be your moisturizer. We do blend this with another organic oil to make it not so sticky, but it's really beautiful. And you would just, you would put a couple of drops onto your cotton wool swab, and then you would clean your skin. So this is really, 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 really amazing. And as I said, also for fading dark marks on the skin. Muscles, relieving insomnia. There again, I would use it around the head and just relax the brain. Eliminating corns. Again, I would use this particular one and I would put it around my foot wherever it needs to be. And then we talked about the antifungal, antibacterial, antiviral properties. And here are some of the pictures from the website. So everything's on the 365 Healthy by Choice website. The various different sizes, packs, the prices. It's also available in US dollars, pounds, euros. And we do supply around the world. So not a problem there. And, it just shows you how they're made with the pure organic cotton, all the different sizes, and then they're washable in hand washing with a natural soap and, warmer than warm water, I would say, just to dissolve the oil and let it dry in the semi-shade. And then you could use it again at night. Those people who are doing a 30 to 60 day trip, I would recommend you buy two, so that while one's drying, you can put the other one on. And here's also some more of our eye packs and the eye drops I've been speaking about. Again, and the prices. This is the thyroid one I've been demonstrating for the neck, and this is our large one, and the medium one, and our eye drops, and that's our 200 ml bottle, all available on the 365 Healthy by Choice website. So go and have a look. And we've always got some interesting things on sale too. So I suggest go and look there too. And the castor oil is flying out, and so are these packs. They're just incredible and made beautifully, and they last. So obviously you're not going to put the castor oil all over. You're going to put it on you. Let's say if it's for the liver, and then you're going to see where about. So the liver's here, and then you're going to apply the castor oil here like that, all the way around. So the liver's beautifully protected. Okay. And then don't forget the hot water bottle. It doesn't have to be so boiling that it's so hot, but it must be a good, nice and warm. And then there's our sizes, and then it's available at 365 Healthy by Choice shop. So that one I wanted to share on the presentation. And I was just having a look at if there are any questions or so. And so that that ends what I wanted to share with you. So don't underestimate the power of castor oil. It's been around for ages and ages and ages. There is another issue which is called hexane. So often people are asking me, is your castor oil hexane free? Yes, it is. And we have a certificate of analysis for that, and it also says so on the labels. So you don't need to worry about that at all. And organic, so going into the eye and that, absolutely pure and perfect. And we also have it, by the way, in our nose spray, in the DMSO nose spray. And the reason for that as well is that it just coats the inner lining of the nose and the sinuses as it gets breathed in. So it will just keep the DMSO intact for a little bit of a longer period of time, and it will also soothe the mucous membranes. So it's wonderful for membranes. And even helps the gut membrane. So those are the main things about castor oil. And as I said, if you're pregnant, just absolutely don't bring it near you. And be careful if you do have chronic constipation. Rather spend a week on a very light diet with lots of flaxseed oil, let's say, and a probiotic and digestive enzymes and a gut cleanse like the 365 Healthy by Choice gut cleanse, and slowly start encouraging the particles and the plaque to leave, and then you come in with a 3-day castor oil cleanse. Any other questions, please let me know. I'm just having a look. Gabby says she's asked questions already. Let's have a look there. Okay, so here's my questions. Gabby, if someone had a double mastectomy, would they benefit from using the oil under the armpits? They had the lymph nodes removed on the one side only. Yes, so this can only benefit because it provokes the body to carry on its normal functioning. So it's not going to interfere with anything here at all. It's going to heal, including the scarring. And the other arm where the lymph nodes weren't removed, I think what you could do there is definitely use it, and use it on the arm where they were removed too, because they don't remove all of them. So the big thing with breast cancer is that the lymphatic system gets blocked. You can prevent that with the castor oil. So that's when there's large amounts of protein waste usually that block up the lymphatic system. So this is a great question indeed. And here again, I would 30 to 60 days on the breasts and under the armpits for sure. All your questions are all perfect, because there's not one thing that castor oil doesn't assist with, simply because it works as a detoxifying agent, a solvent, and it stimulates the body's response. It's not toxic. It cannot harm anything. So along with whatever you're doing as an adjunct, absolutely perfect. And again, to really get the maximum benefit, 30 to 60 days. So, NAFLD, absolutely no problem. With goiter especially, with goiter we use it. That's why it's called the neck thyroid pack this. All right, and then you would put it around your head, and then you would tie it up like I've been showing you. So let me do it this way. See what I'm doing here? Yeah, so then you would pull it up tight, and then you would sleep like that. So most definitely anything to do with thyroid, this is just beautiful. And it will start working immediately. If you use the face cleanser, you will immediately feel the zing. All the cells start bubbling, communicating with each other, and purifying. So it's going to do that on the skin. It's going to do it everywhere. And as I said to you, rub the DMSO separately. When you've taken it off, it's time to come off, dry everything nicely, clean it, and then you could put a little bit of DMSO on. And then I wouldn't reuse this. I wouldn't keep it and then pour some more on and use it that night again. I just wouldn't do that, because you never know what toxins it's drawn out. I don't think that's going to help. I don't think it's hygienic, and you would want to wash the toxins off straight away. And it's quite easy. Straight into the soapy water, rinse it nicely, and then hang it out to dry. Thanks very much for those questions. So yes, looking forward to hearing more from you, some more feedback. That lady with the fibroid, she was really thin, so we could see them. They were sticking out like veins. And after our sort of holistic reset, including the topical castor oil and the cell vitality, the reset, the microbiome, and the flaxseed oil, and almost gold. After a month you couldn't see them; they were literally gone. So very, very good. You can always mix the almost gold with the castor oil too. Put it on topically. So that's a good one. Yeah, I'm going to leave you with that wonderful information. Thank you. It's always an honor to have you with me here on a Thursday at the 365 Healthier by Choice Live. If you've registered, you'll get the replay. Otherwise, I will post it up to YouTube. And there's probably about 300 educational videos there now. So you can have a lot of fun there. Thanks so much.